Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is not date or time specific, so whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, could be your message at that time. I did do a January 2024 Love Tarot Energy Update, which is for the month of January, and it takes the month week by week. We're only halfway through the month, so if you missed that and you want something with more current energies, that's where to go. Also, the second half of December, all of the individual zodiac readings were 2024 forecasts for the year, Love Tarot forecasts. If you missed those, that's what that was all about. So you may want to go look up your sign or that of your counterpart. They're good for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, so I am pulling from Starry Beginnings to activate the reading. Welcome to cross watchers and newcomers. Welcome to you as well. All of you double check your settings and be sure you're subscribed below. And then go ahead and click that notification bell to be sure you don't miss any readings. All right, here we go. Card number 3, the way is clear. Who else got this? Awaken to the power within you. I want to say Libra. Libra got this. Hold on, now it's gonna like drive me crazy till I know. Yeah, it was Libra. The way is clear. So if you have Libra in your chart or you're dealing with somebody who has Libra in their chart, and what I mean by that is prominent placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. Those are the personal planets. North Node. So it looks to me like you're getting a message about your path forward and your power to take those first steps. Perfect card for a new year, by the way. All right, so I'm going to pull the split soulmate spread. I will give you my general impressions, and then we'll get the details from the clarifiers. Here we go. Wow, kicking it off with the moon, so some apprehension. Maybe there's a need to trust your intuition regarding something. Wow. Interesting. Okay. So when I do this split soulmate spread, I set the intention that this side of the spread is for the sign I'm reading for or about, which in this case is Sagittarius, and therefore this side would be the divine counterpart to the Sagittarian. It can come through reversed. So if you're here as a cross watcher and you're like, no, that's my energy, that's fine, claim it, it's yours. It's just a structure that I need to set because it's a general reading for the collective. If it was a private reading, it would be a whole different animal. So, and if you're interested in a private reading, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to all that information. But the overall energy for this reading is the moon. And the moon talks about apprehension, right? Not always seeing the way clearly, but you've just been guided to the fact that the way is clear. So you're going to have to trust your intuition a bit. Another aspect of the moon card. For your person in the past here, 3 of Pentacles. This is about being on the same page at the same time. It is about cooperation and co-creation. And their present experience of this connection is, it'll unfold organically. 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience and trusting that if you plant the seeds, the garden will grow, but not like the next day. It takes time for things to unfold. Going forward in the near future, it's interesting to see the 10 of Wands because it feels like a release. It feels like a total relief, an unburdening, and coming through a very difficult, challenging time and wrapping that all up. So that's sort of interesting in this person's near future with regard to this connection. For you in the past, beautiful divine feminine energy. This is Venus in the Empress card, and it feels like you are really receptive to this person, and maybe on some level it feels as if you kind of had to accept a friendship. I don't know if that makes sense to someone, but that it's like you're receptive to the friendship continuing, but maybe there wasn't enough in place to build a solid foundation because this person's in waiting and patience mode, and your present experience of this connection is everything is on hold, but also a little stagnant. Okay, and then in the near future, I see this Knight of Swords, and that's sort of this unbridled energy toward clarity, toward truth. It's fast moving, things kind of slip off the tongue sometimes, but it feels like it makes the way to clear the path and clear the air between you, and this person receives that opportunity as a great relief. Got it? So they get to unburden themselves, and the way they do so is by revealing some truths to you or clearing up any misunderstandings. And you're just going to have to trust your intuition. All right, here we go. So let's see the energy of the moon. The sun. Wow, the moon again. 6. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I get it now. I kind of see the problem. The moon coming through here as unconscious awareness, what we can't see and what lies beneath the surface, or in this case, beyond the veil. And the sun in the middle is our conscious awareness, what we can see, think, feel, know all about our present experience in the world we're living in the 3D world. And so what we're struggling with here, 6 of Pentacles, is this reciprocity. And there may be some concern, I'm just going to say the word concern, a little agitation about whether or not you'll find the happiness you seek in a relationship of equals here. 2 people, you know, both being very generous with each other. It's equal give and take. You got to be invested 100%, 100%. It can't just be 50-50, because someone's always going to fall a little short on that deal, right? So if you 100% want to make something work, you have to be invested in it 100%. I do not think that was the case in the past. And that they're on some level, both your present energy is like a wait and see. They're waiting and seeing, and you're kind of like, well, I'm trying to observe from a safe vantage point, but things are going a little stagnant. I'm not seeing any action, and it's causing all this insecurity rising to the surface. It feels like I'm getting some agitation around it, right? Like, is this going to be a relationship where we're both invested in, you know, feeling really good about giving and receiving? And this is 6 of Pentacles. So it is generosity of your energy, your effort, your resources, your time, your spirit, and your love. And it feels to me like there's a need to trust your intuition, but I'm not seeing that happening at this point. So let's go ahead and jump in and look at the 3 of Pentacles in the past. Right, 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Wow. I feel all this person could offer you was friendship at the time. There's heartache here. There's heartache and a sense of defeat, maybe because that was the best they could offer. And while you seem to be receptive to it, it may have been obvious to this person that you needed more. And the 9 of Wands underneath is just sheer exhaustion. And it feels to me like this person really struggled to persevere in the face of knowing, you know, they were hurting you. They probably felt some pain as well. The 3 of Swords landing on the 5 of Swords is like an unfair fight in the situation. So now they're in this holding pattern, 7 of Pentacles. King of Wands, interesting. 9 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. I feel like the King of Wands is coming through reversed, you know? Not in a position at this moment to take action, and yet the desire is there, right? So they're kind of waiting it out very nervously. Like, I see this person sort of, again, I'm feeling the agitation on their side, the worry, things running on a loop in their mind, because everything's sort of playing out behind the scenes. When you see the Wheel of Fortune, it's talking about fate and destiny, but it's not in this person's control. So, or at least they don't see it in their control. That's the interesting point. Okay, so it's a wait and see what happens, not taking the action, leaving it to fate and the, you know, the universe. And maybe on some level, hopeful, a little hopeful that there's a bigger plan. Hopeful is coming from our Seven of Pentacles here, right? I've planted the seeds, I'm tending the soil, I'm protecting it from the harsh elements, and I'm waiting for something to pop through, right? From those little buds to show signs of life. But a little hopeful, but sort of anxiety ridden, and because it's not in their control. That's the important thing. There's a divine timing aspect to it. So let's see the Ten of Wands in the future. Ace of Pentacles, Hermit, King of Cups. Wow. All right. Well, I'm seeing a big offloading of some heavy, heavy negative energy and karma, and the new beginning that sort of pops through the ground, right? And I'm like, the Ace of Pentacles becomes this signs of life, and like, oh, what a relief, what a load off of my mind. And almost as if it brings this person out of hiding to some degree, and underneath it's all being guided by their love. And the King of Cups underneath is interesting to me. For those of you who are new to my channel, when I pull from the bottom of the deck, which I do at many points throughout my readings, I'm trying to tap into unconscious awareness or something playing out behind the scenes. So I'm feeling like this person being guided by the depth of their love. Maybe they haven't found the right way to communicate it. Maybe it hasn't met with your love language, but something's about to turn. There seems to me a twist of fate approaching. It's not approaching fast, but it is approaching. Let's see the Empress for you in the past. Queen of Pentacles, Magician, Eight of Cups. Yeah, I really feel you were open and receptive to something that was more stable. I'm feeling life partnership material here because of that Queen of Pentacles landing on the Empress. That was the focus. The Empress is the highest and best of all four queens, and the Queen of Pentacles is there. She's kind of run, you know, a feminine archetype of a life partner in 3D, Pentacles. And that was what you were manifesting, but it has not gone according to plan. I feel like there was some other aspect of your journey, some other path that you were placed on, or that you were redirected to on some level because of this person's choices. And that, you know, they may have walked away, very possible for some of you, and for others of you, you were left no choice but to continue on your own path, taking you in a different direction as a result of someone else's choices. Sometimes that happens, right? If they don't choose you, you got no choice. So that's what I'm referencing. Hanged Man, present experience of this connection. Ten of Swords, Hanged Man again. Whoa, Ten of Cups. Let me pull for this Knight of Swords, because that I did not see coming. Ah, okay. So I feel we're wrapping up. We have a lot of tens here. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups. We're missing the Ten of Pentacles, which is important to note. The missing element is the one we want to pay attention to, because that speaks about long-term, longevity, a relationship that goes the distance. Got it? And life partnership, building a life with someone. Here we go with the Ten of Swords in between. I feel like you are presently examining, almost as if you're doing a post-mortem on the relationship, right? Feeling that something died, ended in a very painful way, and one part of you is feeling, but yet I'm still stagnant. I'm still kind of stuck. Because Ten of Cups. This was about your happily ever after. This was about the future and the bliss and the nirvana that comes with finding that partner, right? That you want to walk through life with, Ten of Pentacles. But this comes first. And I feel like you're kind of from a safe vantage point, maybe a 30,000 foot view, examining this and waiting for some form of enlightenment about the path forward, because something ended in a painful way. I do feel this stagnancy, but I'm almost seeing it as you feeling stuck. There isn't stagnation in the connection per se, but there's something you're trying to solve for, like an equation of where things went wrong and is it really over. And the Hanged Man does that from, like I said, a safe vantage point and looks at the situation from all angles. That's why I'm saying a post-mortem, right? Like when you lose something or someone sometimes, and there's a question as to how it all went down, you go back through the game tape and you're like, all right, well, this happened and that happened. Well, maybe that explains it. Well, I don't know. And that's where I feel you're at right now. But here comes this person with something to say about their avoidance around commitment. This is someone who's going to be very clear and honest and straightforward and say, yeah, just wasn't ready for it. Just wasn't. And therefore, might have said some things that led you to feel you were moving in a certain direction. They hung on, they did their best, but there wasn't a solid enough foundation because they were really kind of doing like a little sideways dance. So it feels to me this person's revelation, what they share with you, will speak to their avoidance of commitment and their need to go very, very slowly. I like the Knight of Pentacles here because when it all comes out in the wash, to have someone tell you, well, I was serious. I was seriously not ready. But I'm a serious person. And I look at the situation. I begin with the end in mind. I move forward and make offers with conscious intention. I wasn't ready for that. And so I kind of avoided dealing with it directly. And you may have picked that up as shady, shifty, and someone who didn't have good intentions. But I do have clear and good intentions, and I was intentionally avoiding the topic of commitment. Okay, so I do feel it comes like as a big relief to them to unburden themselves in that way, and it sort of opens the path to this new beginning where they kind of come out of hiding and maybe even share with you some of what they've learned about themselves. Normally, I see the Hermit as somebody retreating, but I don't see that happening here. I see them unburdening themselves after a bit of a solitary journey of self-exploration. So this revealing of the truth of the situation may come a good bit after what I'm seeing here, because it's coming through as part of the journey. Is, oh my gosh, now that I understand, I truly love this person very deeply. I wasn't ready for what they were ready for. I, could only serve a friendship, and that was not good enough. So, right, this person, you, meaning you, were manifesting something more. I wasn't ready for that. So I am seeing here some things coming to light. Some things that have been beneath the surface, in the below, or behind the veil coming to light with regard to reciprocity, equal give and take, an equal partner here in 3D. And I feel like this person comes forward to tell you the truth of it all. That is what I see. And by the way, if that's resonating for you, I'm going to continue this reading in the extended. The link to that is in the description box below in the first sentence. And so I'm going to pull the two of you together, like as a couple here in 3D, strengths, challenges, what you can do about it or expect to come of it, like opportunities to work through those challenges. I'm going to get a message for you from this person. What do they want you to know? And I'm also going to see what energy they're picking up from you at 5D. That might be helpful, and sometimes it's a bit of a surprise. I'll get a card from Spirit for some guidance. Gives you direction, maybe something to think about, or a caution, little red flag. I'll get a hidden energies card for this person. What's going on behind the scenes with them that you don't know but might want to. And then we'll look at the outcome going forward, what might unfold over time. So here is the astrology. The moon is out twice. The moon is out. That's Pisces. The sun is out, which is the sun, and it rules Leo. So double hit of Pisces and Leo there. We have more Leo here in our King of Wands. We've got Jupiter, which rules Sagittarius. We have Virgo in the Hermit and Scorpio in our King of Cups. As I said, the Empress is Venus, Taurus and Libra. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. We're in Capricorn season right now. The Magician is Mercury, which rules Virgo and Gemini. We have a double hit of the Hanged Man, which is Neptune. Neptune rules Pisces. So a lot of Pisces energy coming through in this reading. Knight of Swords is Gemini, and we have Taurus in the Hierophant and more Virgo in our Knight of Pentacles. Really interesting reading, Sag. Something's coming towards you, and it's going to be a great relief to this person. And now I'm really curious to see what you make of it. I'm heading to the extended. I'll see you there. Bye for now.